Hey YouTube friends, we are currently in the north of Spain. We're heading back to England for some time just before we go off travelling on our last camper trip before I sell the van and start a cosy new chapter. This trip was planned but also kind of last minute. I wasn't expecting to leave Spain so soon, so I hadn't got all the footage I would have liked to have got, but that's okay because soon we head off for a month-long road trip and I'll be taking you along with me. Oh, but wow guys, this was such a special moment for me because I've not seen dolphins in Spain yet and they're so common, but unfortunately I've just had bad luck and not ever seen them, so I'm so grateful that I got to share this moment with you. I definitely will be coming back to this campsite because there were so many hiking trails to do around the campsite which I didn't realise, so yeah, next time we'll try and arrive a bit earlier so we can explore more. Anyway, the next morning we actually left the campsite at 5 AM because we were in the middle of a heat wave and it was 41 degrees. With no AC in the back of the van, it was just unbearable and I was worried about Nova in the heat. I decided it was sensible to try to find somewhere cooler even though the whole of Europe currently is in a heat wave. And I just knew to find somewhere cooler we had to head to the mountains. So totally unexpected and not planned at all, we found ourselves in the French Pyrenees, and gosh, such a beautiful place. I don't know how I wasn't interested in coming here before. It just goes to show how everything happens for a reason, and this is just proof because this place is now up there in the top places I've visited in the van, which I just was not expecting at all, and I'm so pleased we went now. When we first arrived here, there were wild cows and horses in the lake, relaxing and seeking refuge from the heat. It was still around 40 degrees, but there was a bit of a breeze from time to time, plus a lot of shade. We spent the whole day here by the lake, in the shade, chilling out, watching the horses and the cows from the comfort and safety of the van. We sat under a tree and took a nap, and when we woke up there was a small kite show. And people were having picnics under the trees, watching the kites float in the sky. It turned out to be a really peaceful afternoon, and it made me realise that the moments like these are what brings me so much joy and peace. I decided to take a moment under a tree in the shade to journal before heading back on the road again. And here's the final spread. I had done 2 pages because I had some catching up to do whilst I was on the road. It's so easy to eat bad when driving long journeys, and I really like to eat healthily, especially when I'm driving long hours. But today I just need picky bits and tasty snacks as I'm running low on sleep. I am now back in England. I'm staying at my parents' cottage in the countryside. It's a lot cooler here. As you can see, there's a nice breeze, so me and Nova are super relieved about this. Today is a new day. I currently have you propped up against a plant pot because I stupidly left my tripod back in Spain, so we're gonna have to do some improvising, but anyway, is what it is. It's all good. Anyway guys, as I said, today's a new day and today is a really exciting day because I have a special delivery coming that I wanted to share with you guys. But I'll give you a bit of a backstory before I get into that. But I have been working and pouring my absolute soul into a new project, and I have created a children's book which I'm really proud of. This is not the first book that I have created, but this is the only book that I have actually been proud about and that I've been excited to share. So yeah, I basically have taken inspiration from my own life, and having been around Europe in the van with Nova, I have came up with a idea based on us on a children's book, and it's going to be part of a series, so it's not only going to be one book, there'll be, I don't know, a minimum of 8 books because I'm really enjoying it, creating it, illustrating, writing, everything it's been a really fun journey. and the books are filled with a lot of humour, a lot of chaos, and a lot of adventure. And of course there are some educational purposes as well, but that's not what the books are based on. And they're actually based on fun and celebrating friendships, making memories, and with the idea of all of the books, the moral of the story for all of them is that even mistakes can lead to wonderful outcomes, because this is something that I think is an important lesson for children, because it's something that I've always struggled with growing up, is getting things wrong and failing, and actually just go with it, just go with the flow, because everything works out how it's meant to work out. And I think that's really reassuring for children to know this. And yeah, I think that I will share more of the process as I go with you guys if it's something that is of interest to you. And yeah, I'm just really enjoying it, and I don't know what's to come, what the future is to come for the books, but all I know is that I'm enjoying being creative in a way that feels so natural to me, and what will be will be. But anyway, the delivery that I was speaking about was, not only am I working on a children's book, I'm also working on a children's Happy Mail Club, which is based off of the books, of course. It all links and ties in together. I've never done anything like this before. As I mentioned, I have wrote and illustrated books before, but I have never done a Happy Mail Club. And I remember when my sister was little, I always used to make her activity books when we were going on long car rides and things like that, and this is something that I've always naturally created and been interested in and found fun. So I'm hoping to follow that path now, being an adult and connecting with my child self again, which has been hard to do but more natural to do when I've been living in Spain. I've really felt at peace there, and I think to connect with your child self, you have to be in a really peaceful place and happy place to be able to do that. So anyway, I'm rambling on now, but I'm really excited to share all of this with you guys, and as soon as I get the delivery, we will open the delivery together and share the moment together. So yeah, thank you so much for being here, and I hope you enjoy the video. mentioned in my last video that it was my birthday coming up and that I was spending that birthday on my own in Spain for the first time, and since I posted that video it has been my birthday, and little did I know that my mum surprise visited me, which was so special. So yeah, I thought I'd just update you guys on my birthday and how it went. And yeah, it turned out that I wasn't actually celebrating it on my own as I expected to, and I just feel so special that my family went through such big efforts to make my birthday special despite me being in a different country. Unfortunately my dad, brother and sister and everyone else couldn't make it. They have like life commitments, work commitments, totally get, and it just means that now I'm in England I get a second birthday celebration with them, which is really cool. But yeah, so me and my friends celebrated the night before my birthday. They came over to my apartment and we had a barbecue, and my cousin actually flew over from Tenerife to be there and celebrate my birthday with me, which also so special. That wasn't a surprise, but it wasn't 100% to know whether he was going to come or not, and he ended up coming, which was cool. And my other cousin who lives locally, he was also there and he cooked all the food for us. And anyway, the next day I had a message from my cousin to say that he's booked a table at a local cafe and that he's taken me for birthday pancakes. So of course I was super excited, and it turns out that when I got there my mum was actually sitting at the table with them. So that's how she surprised me, and it was just so special. Yeah, a really emotional birthday for me, and yeah, I just will never forget it. So that was my birthday. Had a really great time, and now we're gonna celebrate the second part of my birthday with all my English friends and the other side of my family in England at some point. I will probably post another YouTube video on that. But yeah, that was my birthday. Oh, and my birthday table got full up with lots of gifts and cards with special thoughtful birthday messages in. After my birthday, I realised even more how far I have come and that I have now built such a wonderful life in a new country from scratch on my own, and I'm so fulfilled and happy with everyone that I have in my life. Because I tell you something, guys, it is not easy to restart life again. It's so glamorised on social media, but there's a lot of loneliness, hard work, self-reliance that goes into it all. A few weeks ago I ordered some original Japanese stamps from Vinted, and I just had to share them with you guys because look at the designs and the colours, aren't they just gorgeous? I sent some over to my pen pal Peggy in Australia, but these are the ones that I ended up keeping, and my plan was to use them in my journal and make some colourful spreads with them, but I'm scared to use them because they're just so nice and I don't want to ruin them. But it just seems a shame to store them. So I don't know what to do. Would you use them? Let me know in the comments below what you think I should do. Use them or store them. It just seems silly to store them, but I don't know. Let me know. Just realised that I have not even introduced you to the main characters that I have been creating, so I'm going to show you now. So I have made two main characters called Stinky and Stainy, and Stainy is the girl and Stinky is the dog. and I have based them on me and Nova. So Stainy is a chaotic, clumsy character, which sums me up basically, and she's always getting stains down her clothes and always, yeah, just being clumsy by accident. And I have based Stinky on Nova because Nova is always up to mischief. She's always doing something that she shouldn't, and as a result she always ends up stinking. And so I have found that whenever I have told children some funny stories about Nova, they've found it absolutely hilarious that she always ends up stinking. So yeah, it just brings a bit of fun and chaos to the books. And I also created the camper van that they travel around in, and I've named it the Sloppy Jalopy, hence the Snail Mail Club title name, whatever you want to call it. I will show you on the next video and tell you more about that. But this is the camper van that they travel around in, and this is actually a page in the first book. So this is one of the illustrations on the first few pages of the book. So there you have it. They are the three main characters: Stinky, Stainy, and the Sloppy Jalopy. Okay, here it is. Finally, the delivery that I was talking about earlier. So I have taken the labels off for obvious reasons, and I did open it up just to check that there wasn't any personal information inside. So I have opened the parcel, but don't worry, I haven't actually had a proper look myself yet, so we're doing this together. This is so exciting. Just wanted to talk a bit about what's inside here. As I touched on earlier, that I'm in the process of creating a series of books with my characters Stinky and Stainy, and with that in mind, I had the idea to do a children's Happy Mail Club. And so my Happy Mail Club is called the Sloppy Jalopy Explorer Club, and inside of this parcel is hours and hours and hours of work and time and love and energy and everything. So I'm so excited to see. I'm not expecting everything to be 100% perfect because this is my first ever order with Vistaprint, so we're in a trial and error process right now. But let's go ahead without further ado. I'm just going to pop these over there. Okay, so first up we have the envelopes. Oh my gosh, isn't that just amazing? I'm a bit lost for words, which is very rare for me. You usually can't get me to shut up, but this, I'm really taken back by. This is really, wow, better than I expected. I love it. I did notice there's a bit of printing error on there, so I will speak with customer services about that. But overall, the quality and the size, that is just perfect. Yeah, I'm super happy with that. So in this parcel, not everything is in here that is going to go into the Happy Mail. This is just some ideas that I had. So yeah, let's have a look. This is the secret mission. So basically every Happy Mail, they get a secret mission to fulfill, and in the secret mission they also get a badge to stick on once completed. So that is that. That's really cool. And the idea is that it encourages children to you know, get out into nature and explore and have fun and just do what kids do best, you know. So that's the idea. I have noticed that these are way smaller than I wanted. That's obviously my mistake. I got my measurements super wrong, but not to worry, because I can still use these on the envelopes on whatever. But this is the Sloppy Jalopy camper van that Stinky and Stainy travel in. I hope you can see it. I don't know if it's focusing.
yeah, so that's that. I will just get those reprinted, and this I'm going to put aside and save for later. This is the stamp that I got made, and this is, okay, these I believe are the logbooks, but I don't think these are going to be any good, so I'll explain why. Let's just have a look. Yeah, exactly what I thought. So these are the logbooks. So in each book, Stinky obviously stinks and gets up to mischief, and basically this is for the children to write down what he smelt of and rate it out of 5. But obviously it's too small to see, and I believe that's going to be way too small for them to write on, so not to worry, I will get those re-amended. I did kind of, yeah, like I said, I did expect that. I'm just trying to like work out what works and what doesn't right now, and this is part of the fun for me. And oh my gosh, these weren't printed with Vistaprint. I actually got I found a woman on Etsy who makes custom stamps, and yeah, I love them. I really love them. These are actually proper stamp material as well, it looks like. Really thin. That's perfect. So basically the children will receive a postcard. Not every Happy Mail will receive a postcard. These are like collectible items with the stamps, but this for the first one I have put one in, and I just really love this. The finish is so much better than I ever imagined, and I really like the size. Actually, it's bigger than I expected, but yeah, it's nice. It's a nice size. And on the back, these are all the ones that they can collect. And like I said here, it's not every Happy Mail that includes a stamp. That makes finding one even more exciting. Some are so rare that only the luckiest explorers will discover them. So yeah, not every time they get a postcard or a stamp, or sometimes they just get a postcard without a stamp, and vice versa. So it's more of like a collectible thing, but that's actually perfect size. I was a bit worried actually, because I didn't know if the stamps were going to be too big for the stamp or too small, but that's worked out perfect. So let's hope I can do that again. So yeah, I'm happy with them, and these are the stickers. I believe that's everything that I've got so far. I do have a few more things coming, but I couldn't wait to show you guys. And these are the gloss stickers. Yeah, super happy with them. I haven't quite worked out where I'm going to stick these yet, but yeah, we'll figure that out as we go. It's just so much fun for me. Like, I can't even explain how much fun I get out of this. And I have always done things like this. Like I said before, like when my sister was little, I always made packages and activity packs for her and all these kind of things, and I just feel that this is naturally what I'm good at and what I'm meant to be doing with my life, because for some time I've been not knowing where to be, where to live, what to do. I've felt a bit lost for quite some time, which is very vulnerable for me to admit on here, but I feel like since I started creating again, I've really found myself again. I know it sounds a bit cringe to say, but that is just the truth of how it's been for me, and I've just feel like it's just progressed naturally, and I'm doing more and more things that I enjoy, and that just feels right to me. So yeah, anyway, this is the letter stamp that I got made. and this was from Vistaprint. So I thought we can go ahead together and try it out. I don't know what to expect, but this is what it looks like. Is that focusing? I hope you can see it. So yeah, that's the design that I made, and it looks pretty good so far. Let's give it a go. Wow, that is better quality than I expected. Look at that, guys. Oh my gosh, I am so happy right now. I could cry. I'm actually getting emotional. I feel so pleased and so proud that I've created this, and I just really hope that the children that receive this just really get the joy and love from this. And yeah, sorry, I'm a little bit lost for words. I don't really know how to put it into the correct sentence, but yeah, I just really hope that I can provide joy to children who receive this, and it gives them something to do that isn't digital and helps them find that happiness. And also I think it's really cool that, you know, this isn't just for children to receive. The parent also can enjoy it with their child, and I think that's also another important reason why I started this, is because, you know, it's fun to do for everyone, and it's not expensive. You know how it is right now everywhere in the world is just, it's hard. Times are hard right now, and this is my way of providing a bit of relief and giving a bit of happiness in the world again, that doesn't break the bank, you know. And with the secret missions, it can be a whole day that they're spending together. And yeah, that's basically why I started this, to spread joy and positivity and happiness, and I hope it gets received that way. So anyway, thank you so much for sharing this really special moment with me. I hope that you've enjoyed watching what I've made, and that I can keep creating things like this. That is it for vlog number 2, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I am now going to start editing and upload to YouTube for you guys to enjoy. Well, I hope that you'll enjoy. I hope that soon as well that we can start connecting. It would be really cool to start connecting with like-minded people who share the same sort of hobbies and who get so much joy from these kinds of things that I also enjoy. So yeah, leave a comment below, let me know where in the world you are, what your favourite hobby is, and yeah, stick around for the next few videos. I have some really cool plans that I've got booked in over the next few months. This month I'll be in England, and I'm going to a Japanese event up in London with one of my friends, and we'll be checking out the Japanese food, the stalls, stickers, stationery, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I hope that I will bring you along onto that day with us if you wish, and yeah, I will see you all on the next one. Bye!